Americans are fighting for Russia? Yeah. Wait, what?
Сейчас работа. It's Texas on the front line with the denazifiers and liberators of Ukraine.
No way! What the? No! Oh my god, dude. What is happening, dude? This guy, this is like, oh, dude. This is hilarious. Yeah, I hate Nazis. He's on the Russian side, dude. What is happening? Please explain to me what the f is going on here. Oh my god.
It's Texas on the front line with the denazifiers and liberators of Ukraine. These guys are tough, these guys are ready, and there's plenty of them. So far, Russia has used about 10% of its military power, and we're getting ready to bring the hammer down. These guys are gonna save and liberate all the good people in Ukraine, and the bad people, boom, kick their ass.
Bro, this guy can't even do a kick. How is he fighting in Donbass since 2014? That makes no sense. I love this man. Give me more about this man, please. What is Russell Bentley YouTube? Is that what you said? I'm convinced this is I'm convinced people this are CIA assets. What? No, dude. No. That's not a CIA asset at all. What are you talking about? That man is just a fucking hog, okay? Pure FDA approved hog. That's Hog Hoggerson, dude. Are you kidding me? What, anti-Nazi hog? Oh, come on, dude. Why would the CIA fucking put this guy in the front lines? And then also openly, wait, Vice interviewed him?
What can you tell me about your views of America? What kind of a country is America?
Okay. I love this man immediately, okay? I love this man so much, so fucking much.
It has a fascist government right now. You know, they don't represent the people of the United States.
Oh my God, I love him. He's right. He's also right. Oh, dude, this is Tanky's putting their money where their mouth is. I respect him. I respect this man. I love him.
The oligarchs and the corporations.
This is a drum moment.
So why not fight Nazis there instead of coming here to fight other people's Nazis?
Well, Nazis are Nazis wherever they are, and I probably would have been fighting by myself, you know. They would have said, oh, some crazy guy, you know.
I love him. I love him so much. He's a communist. I love him. Okay, Hawks can be communist too, motherfucker. I love him. My love for him grows. Okay, by the way, but done a video where he says Novorossiya Donbass stands for communism and Christianity. Oh my God. Oh, everything that you're telling me is making it so much better. Oh God.
Forced to you from
We're
France.
out near the airport in Donetsk, and we're about to meet a volunteer fighter from the Vostok Battalion, which is on the separatist pro-Russia side. He's going to tell us how we ended up fighting alongside.
Like, by the way, in 2015, what this guy was doing was literally denazifying, most likely.
Asshole.
Like, I mean, because a lot of the people that fought in those front lines, he has to be dead now, right? No, we just watched a video of him. There were actual fucking Nazi battalions that were fighting in Donbass. So now him continuing with like the denazifying or whatever is bullshit, but
glad to finally be a HasanAbi.
this is the strongest tanky. This is the strongest tanky. This is an actual tanky. Also, I do find it again laughable to consider that Russia is in any meaningful capacity communist. If you think that Russia is a communist country, I don't know what to tell you. You're a ridiculous person. It's like Republicans and now liberals believe, or Republicans and I guess some like weirdo tankies believe that fucking Russia is a communist country. I guess it's not.
Here. So Texas.
Yeah.
We're in the Donbass. In Ukraine. How did you get here?
I've always been interested in politics.
Dude, what is going on? Oh, here's a USSR crest on his cowboy hat.
Che Guevara, Ho Chi Minh, when I was about 12 years old.
Nice hair, bro.
Really, communism. Save and liberate all the good people in Ukraine, and the bad people,
Bro, how is he been eating so good, bro? What the fuck?
It seems like a just way, a good way. And so, I mean, and I know from history that it takes communism to defeat fascism. So I'm a communist. I'm here to fight fascists.
Did you think you'd ever end up serving in somebody else's military? When you open the American passport, it says you can lose your citizenship for fighting for another country's army.
3 months already. What is time?
Yeah.
Hassle, hassle,
I'm not
hassle,
fighting
hassle,
for another
hassle.
country's army. I'm fighting for freedom and justice. I'm fighting against fascism. And the United States government is a fascist government these days. It is. It truly is. And so I fight fascism. And if the United States is fascism, then I fight the United States government.
Tell me about how you got involved fighting for the separatists, because most people in the West actually support Ukraine, and they see this as a Russian invasion of Ukraine's sovereign territory.
But it's not a Russian invasion at all. It's the people of Donbass saying, no, we're not going to have Nazis come here and tell us how to live. I'm fighting against fascism. I'm fighting against the genuine Nazis in Kiev, the Nazis that say Heil Hitler, that love Bandera, who is a terrible war criminal. Those are the guys in the Ukrainian government right now.
Look at the date. He's talking about in 2015. At this point, Russia has not like invaded, or rather the original invasion is gone, is done. He is fighting alongside the People's Republics in Donbass on the Russian separatist side.
The United States government put them in power, and they're criminals. They're psychopaths.
I mean, I was in Kiev just last week, and you don't see parades of people marching down the street with swastikas.
Not every day, but they do.
I mean,
they do.
I've been to a military parade as well in Kiev, and I didn't see any Nazi paraphernalia at all.
Well, that's.
I mean, even back then, he was fucking cracked out. Like, he's saying that, like, if there are any fucking Nazis within the National Guard, which there were at the time, then everyone is a Nazi sympathizer for allowing them to be in the National Guard. He's still inconsistent because there are also, you know, Russian Nazis as well, or Russian nationalists as well, Russian neo-Nazis as well. But more so, I guess he's technically consistent when he says Ukraine or America is a fascist state, because there are Nazis in the American military too.
Elden Ring
because the U.S. PR company that Poroshenko has hired has told me, keep the swastikas out. It looks bad on American TV. But they're there, man, and you know that they're there.
Well, I've seen a couple of individual soldiers from the volunteer battalions sporting actual, you know, Nazi sort of symbols. I've seen one guy wearing a swastika.
It's always funny whenever fucking people are like, dude, what are you talking about? They're just nationalists. They're not Nazis. It's like, yeah, why are they ripping swazis then, huh? Why do they have the fucking little swastis everywhere? What's going on? You think they like the fucking, you think they like the balance of it? No, they are. They're like,
with a sort of SS on his hat. But
yeah, what's that about, dude? What's going on there? That's crazy. Oops.
I haven't seen is fascist or Nazi ideology as part of the official ideology of the country or the army as a whole. Also,
the Vice guy is correct. He's right. Yeah, there's like hella fucking, there are literally, you know, not just fans of geometry, but actual fucking Nazis in the guard. Doesn't justify an invasion whatsoever. I know I have to clarify this over and over again. Not the same as you know, saying that the entire government is fucking Nazi or some shit. Okay? I hope we clarified that. Large parts of our Ukraine and Yushchenko bloc were ultranationalists. There are a lot of ultranationalists, and Poroshenko was a bit of an ultranationalist as well. And also, straight up, they had like Nazis. They had actual fucking Nazis in the Interior Ministry. They had like actual sympathizers of Azov Battalion. I mean, a bit. I'm just trying to be as like.
Have you or someone you love been hurt by a political streamer? Has BreadTube turned your brain into a biscuit? Call 1-800-CASH for Stunlocks now.
I think that's exaggerated.
Okay,
there are individual skinheads, but this uprising in the East, it's primarily a Russian nationalist uprising. So it would seem the opposite of communist ideology. The declared goals aren't leftist, they're not communist. If anything, they're more right-wing. So how does that sit with your ideology?
Well, I haven't seen a lot of right-wing ideology with the guys that I've been working with. Sud Bremeni is a communist organization, and I'm in the Sud Bremeni military unit here. You know, I mean, and it,
Yeah, totally, bro. Yeah. No, there's none. There's none whatsoever. It's good.
I don't think it's so much right-wing. It's more just self-defense. You know, this is their land, their homes, their families. Nazis from the other part of Kiev are coming here. I mean, you know, when the fucking Nazis first came here and the people stood in front of the BMPs and tried to stop them with their hands. And the guys...
I think one of the worst things that Ukraine did, I mean, we're talking about something that happened in like 2015. So obviously at this point, it doesn't even fucking matter, lol, at how you flipped on that guy once you realized how bad the optics were. No, I still love him. What the fuck are you talking about? This is an awesome fucking character. What do you mean? I also love Clay Higgins. He's a fucking American fascist. God, I hate that you're like, you think you're so smooth, like you really catched it. You really caught me. You know, you catch something here. My fucking brain is been completely broken at this point. I said catched.
would shoot them or run over them.
I was there.
Yeah.
They weren't Nazis. The guys who came with the BMPs were just regular Ukrainian military conscripts.
But anyway, all of the stuff that has passed in the past like month has completely fucking betrayed everything that you could ever say back in 2015. But one of the missteps from the Ukrainian government, in my opinion, was like just straight up, you know, throwing fucking Azov battalion and people like that in the National Guard as cannon fodder into these regions and regularly fighting the separatist forces and having them feel even more galvanized in wanting to separate from Ukraine.
Well, I've got a message for those Ukrainian military conscripts, and it's this. We're fighting brothers against brothers here. The Ukrainian military conscripts work for Peter Poroshenko. Poroshenko works for Obama. Obama works for oligarchs, American oligarchs. So you're fighting for American oligarchs. What we need to do...
Instead of Russian oligarchs, which is pretty funny, because, like, you know, which side doesn't have oligarchs, bro? Why are you fighting for American oligarchs and Ukrainian oligarchs? Instead, you should be fighting for... Does Ukraine have them? Of course, Poroshenko is a Ukrainian oligarch. He's the chocolate oligarch.
You do, Hasan. Through all the manufactured internet outrage, you stay our king.
They're all... Yes, of course Ukraine has oligarchs. The joke is like, you have to make your own choice between like whether you're fucking fighting for the Ukrainian oligarchs or fighting for the Russian ones.
Is Ukrainian army, join Donbass army, go to Kiev, clean out the Nazis.
Careful point has been 33 years.
А с чем боретесь здесь конкретно в Донбассе?
С укропами.
Ну, ну как бы со всеми украинцами или какими-то конкретными?
Ну, тут нет времени разглядывать, какой он там хороший, плохой. Они в меня стреляют, я в них. Все просто. Мы вот с Техасом РПГ, первый, второй номер. Так что пока мы здесь, на передовой, ни один танк не проскочит.
А как служится с американцем?
Ну, это очень, как сказать, если со стороны войны сказать, то это очень человек отважный. Так. Я вот учусь у него там ставить мины, там растяжки, он мне всему учит. Ну, и я его тоже там, что знаю, ему рассказываю. Ага. Вот такая взаимопомощь.
А откуда вы знаете, что он не американский шпион?
Да по нему видно.
Wow, typical fucking CIA vice over here. Oh, maybe he's an American spy. Maybe he's an American spy sowing dissent amongst revolutionary forces. How dare you? How fucking dare you? This man? Okay, first of all, if there's anyone who is definitely not CIA, it's this fucking guy, dude, okay? If anything, that guy is more likely CIA than this fucking guy. Look at him. Zelensky is not base. He's a rich dude, founded a broadcast network, mentioned in Panama Papers. Yeah, I mean, obviously, but it doesn't fucking matter in this situation. It's like, I don't give a fuck about like Zelensky playing the piano with his penis, because you know what Zelensky didn't do? Bomb fucking Moscow. Vladimir Putin, on the other hand, did. He bombed, no, well, not Moscow, but he bombed Kyiv.
Да по нему видно.
25 months here. Acknowledge me now, people sad.
Supremely Navana, Supremely Navana, Supremely ne Papiera, Idina Hue Obama,
К нам чаще всего приходят, у нас есть испанцы, есть итальянцы, вот Техас американец, да. А те, которые ощущают высочайший уровень неблагополучия в собственной стране. Они там себя чувствуют некомфортно, когда они видят то, что происходит, когда они видят, как там опускаются люди. Они понимают, но не всегда они это могут объяснить, что эта война, она идет и в их стране тоже. Мы считаем, что то, что сейчас происходит, это фактически идет какая-то перекройка мирового порядка. То есть мы считаем, что идет столкновение двух проектов. Первый проект, тот, которому мы противостоим, мы называем его черным проектом. В основе этого проекта лежат фашистские представления. Ну, известно, что в Соединенных Штатах Америки, во Франции, в Германии существует образование, доступное как бы для всех, уровень которого опускается. Это превращает их в ту самую слизь, превращает их в людей, которые не в состоянии даже осознать свое положение, вот, и не в состоянии оказать какое-то сопротивление тому, что с ней будут делать. Ну и есть целый ряд людей, которые не хотят превращаться в эту слизь. Есть страна. Эта страна называется Россия. Вот Россия сейчас этому сопротивление оказывает. А наша конечная цель – воссоздать Советский Союз в исправленном, как бы, и в исправленном и лучшем варианте.
Yeah, Soviet Union, but capitalist.
Мы называем это СССР 2.0.
What can you tell me about your views of America? What kind of a country is America?
It's a beautiful, beautiful place. I love it very much. It has a fascist government right now. I was born in 1960. Things were nice back then, but since maybe 1980.
Yeah, famously the 60s where America was less fascist. That's awesome. That's a wonderful take from my guy here. You know, famously in the 60s, America, not fascist, you know?
It's been downhill, you know. The government in the United States is a criminal government. It doesn't represent the people of the United States. It represents the oligarchs and the corporations.
So why not fight Nazis there instead of coming here to fight other people's Nazis?
Well, Nazis are Nazis wherever they are, and if I fought them in the United States, I probably would have been fighting by myself, you know. They would have said, oh, some crazy guy, you know.
No, Russia's a country that's not without its problems either. I mean,
know that.
Many people would say that it's an authoritarian dictatorship as well. And the movement here supports Russia and is supported by Vladimir Putin. So where do you stand on supporting a cause that could bring the kind of authoritarian system in Russia to eastern Ukraine?
I don't really see Russian as being that authoritarian. As for Vladimir Putin supporting Russia, to the extent that he does, I thank him seriously. If we want to talk about authoritarian dictatorships, I think there's a much more authoritarian police state in the United States than what I saw in Russia.
But you don't see the leader of the opposition in the United States being gunned down in front of the White House, and just a few weeks ago, the most prominent opposition figure in Russia was shot in front of the Kremlin.
The Russian government would not gun him down in front of the Kremlin. That's a pretty obvious false flag, if you ask me. I mean,
oh no, yo, dude, what the fuck? Yo, he's awesome, dude. He's got some really good takes. This guy. Russia not authoritarian? Like, come on, bro. At least say something like the people of Donbass deserve liberation and Russia's offering it to them or some shit. You know what I mean? He just straight up is like, This guy brought America. Like, this guy literally brought America and the best kind of American ideals into Donbass. I love this. I love this in every way. He's like 1 second removed from saying, I've done my own research, brother.
Hey, said, hey, we don't need this guy anymore. Let's kill him and blame it on Putin.
What do you think about
The
liberal?
most American, anti-American. Exactly. Oh, it's so fucking awesome. Oh, it's so
Do you
sick.
think
I love
Europe
him.
and the West are getting too liberal because some of the other members.
Almost everything he's saying is right, though. No, what? Yeah, you think Russia's not authoritarian? Or you think that, like, Ukraine is the only country run by oligarchs and that Russia is not run by oligarchs? The fuck do you mean? Like, Russia is run by oligarchs of our invention. If there's a reason why Russia, in the way that it is run by oligarchs currently, is an authoritarian government, is literally our fault. We fucking pillaged our bankers, and we pillaged Russia in the aftermath of the USSR. That we did that to Russia. But that doesn't change the reality that that's what's going on in Russia.
of Sut Bremeni, the unit that you're from, told me that.
You're sounding like a feckless liberal right now. Not gonna lie, bro. Says Chairman Xi Jinping. Yeah, totally. You're right. Russia is not authoritarian at all. I mean, most sovereign powers, okay? Most superpowers, most large fucking countries have, of course, authoritarian tendencies. But it's ridiculous to not recognize it. Can't tell if RP account are genuine. I don't know.
They're unhappy with the way homosexuality is being promoted as they see it in Western countries, for example.
Well, you know, I'm not gay, but I'm completely unprejudiced against gays. I believe that people have a right to love whoever they want. They should be able to marry whoever they want. But I can see the point of the guys here.
Определенное количество
What the
чисто
fuck?
генетически.
I'm not homophobic, but I get why people are. Yo, I love this dude, bro. He's got everything, dude.
Тяготеет больше вот
Wait, what? We know that a certain percentage of people, because of genetics,
тяготеет больше вот
are driven to satisfy their sexual instincts through non-traditional methods.
Вот способом удовлетворения своих сексуальных
Haven't been
инстинктов.
banned yet.
Но
Might say
But they are
больше
no more
интересует.
than 5%.
А когда сейчас на
But these
Западе
days in the West, the majority of the population,
большинство населения, ну, если не
or at least a
большинство, то
large part of it, are becoming like
значительная
this.
часть. Ясно, что это делается
It's clear that this is being done artificially.
So, anyone think the Lakers are making the playoffs this year?
Okay, dude. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ.
способом.
Why is homosexual culture being popularized?
Снижение
The
прироста
lower
народного
population
населения.
growth.
Нефть скоро закончится, газ скоро
Oil's
закончится.
running
Об
out,
этом
gas is
уже
running out. That's what everyone's shouting about. Wait. Why would the West want to lower their population? Why wouldn't they try to make, other countries gay then? That doesn't make sense.
Как вы считаете, Техас, который поступил в ваши ряды, он это понял?
Но мне представляется, что он это понял.
Well, you're not the first American fighting in this conflict that I've interviewed. I actually talked to a guy codenamed Franco, Mark Paslavsky, who was fighting on the Ukrainian side.
His code name is Franco? I'm sorry. What? Is that what he said? Did I misunderstand? I don't know. Not Coke. That's the subtitles. I'm misinterpreting what he said. Didn't he say his code name? Wait. Stop.
In the Mark that I've interviewed, I actually talked to a guy codenamed Franco, Mark Paslavsky.
Mark Paslowski. I can't find anything about it.
Who was fighting on the Ukrainian side in the Donbass battalion. And he said a
That's
lot
the
of
guy that got killed, right?
the guy got killed in Ilovaisk.
Fucking.
Well, he said some similar things to what you're saying about wanting to fight the oligarchy. He said part of the reason that he was fighting for the Ukrainians and that he participated in the Maidan himself was because he wanted to see the oligarchic.
Wait, not Mike Wazowski. What the fuck do you mean? Fucking Monsters Inc., dude.
System that has existed in Ukraine be brought down. So it's interesting to hear two Americans fighting on two sides of this conflict talking about the same problems.
Well, except for the fact that he was completely wrong. If Poroshenko is not an oligarch, then what is an oligarch? He's a fat, rich dude that made his money robbing public stuff from the Ukrainian people. He takes his orders from the United States. He's a traitor to Ukraine. He doesn't even represent the Ukrainian people. He represents what Barack Obama tells him to represent, and Obama.
I think the irony is that he was considered a traitor to Ukraine, literally in the end, but because he was trading coal with these people. I mean, that's all in the past now, but again, weird that he's like, his man is. Oh, you found him? Mark Poslowski. Franco was an American volunteer in the Donbass battalion of the Ukrainian army. A cheerful man from New York City, he was of Ukrainian descent, headed to Ukraine to assist the defeat of the rebels. He was prominently featured in a Vice News interview, which an experience. He was unfortunately killed by artillery strikes in Ilovaisk by rebels and Russian mercs. Dude, he just looks like a straight finance guy. Working as an investment banker, both in the USA and Ukraine after February Ukrainian Revolution and the Donbass Wars breakout, he headed to Ukraine to enlist. He took the codename Franco after the Ukrainian poet Ivan Franko and fought for the Donbass battalion in Ilovaisk in August while trying to free the town of Ilovaisk. He was mortally wounded with 3 artillery wounds. He then became the first foreign casualty on the Ukrainian side.
Going back to the United States?
No, I can't go back to the United States because I would probably land and U.S. Marshals put the chains on me and take me straight to prison. You know, they'd say I was a terrorist. You know, I'm not a terrorist. I'm just defending good people here. I'm defending myself. I only shoot guys that are trying to shoot me. After we liberate Ukraine, maybe we'll liberate Europe and then we'll head west from there.
So you want to come to the U.S. on the back of an armored vehicle?
Yeah. They got some problems there that need straightening out.
Yeah, this guy's awesome. He wants to, he thinks he's going to liberate Donbass and then what? The rest of Ukraine? And then, you know, sky's the limit, boys. Rogan thought Steven Seagal was joining the fight in Ukraine. Lamau, Joe Rogan trolled after sharing fake news about Steven Seagal joining the Russian forces. Yeah, that, dude. I saw that. I have to defend Joe Rogan. I have to. This is the one instance where it's totally defensible to think Steven Seagal is going to join because it's Steven Seagal. Sorry. It's Steven Seagal, bro. That man, he could be fucking joining. That's Steven Seagal, baby. He's everywhere and anywhere at the same time. Ukraine did ban Seagal in 2017 as a threat to national security. Just saying. Okay, let's watch this guy one more time. This is pretty funny, and then we'll move on. We'll move on to the Bald and Bankrupt Escaping Ukraine edition.
It's Texas on the front line with the denazifiers and liberators of Ukraine. These guys are tough, these guys are ready, and there's plenty of them. So far, Russia has used about 10% of its military power, and we're getting ready to bring the hammer down. These guys are going to save and liberate all the good people in Ukraine, and the bad people, boom, kick their ass.
Bro, how is he gonna fight? He can't fight no more. He's definitely just a mascot at this point, dude.